Hello, hi, what's up, guys? I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. My name is La-Vern and welcome back to my channel. So, today's video is something completely different from what I usually do. A lot of people have requested this video, so I hope you find it interesting. So, in today's video, I'm basically going to be doing a story time, and I'm going to be doing a story time on how I lost my sight. So for those of you who don't know, I am severely blind. So yeah, I'm just gonna be telling you the story of how that came to be basically. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So let me just give you like a background story. Like, let's just start from the beginning. So when I was young, yeah, like I don't know why, but I thought wearing glasses was so cool. I used to see my cousins wearing glasses all the time, and I was like, they is so cool. I want to be cool, so I need some glasses. So I used to beg my mom all the time to take me to Specsavers so I could get some glasses. I thought, yeah, I'm gonna wear glasses and I'm gonna look so cool, and everybody at school is gonna be like, whoa, who's that cool girl with glasses? So So one day, she ends up booking the appointment and we go. So we've gone to Specsavers now. They're checking my eyes out and they told me that I have a scratch in, I think it was my right eye, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was my right eye. So they told me I have a scratch in my right eye and they refer me to the hospital. So I'm not even bothered about this scratch. I'm just like, your girl's got her glasses. She's gonna look so cool. Like, watch out, everybody. Like, wear some glasses. I do have glasses. Like, I thought, I just need some glasses. Like, your girl thought she was so cool. I just thought, yeah, now I've got the glasses. Somebody say something to me. That's what I was thinking. Like, I was thinking these glasses are just gonna make me so cool. Everyone's gonna want to be like me. So now I've got my glasses, I'm happy. But now they've referred us to the hospital. So now me and my mom have gone to the hospital and they've told us that I've actually got a condition called uveitis. So let me just find the definition of uveitis so I can just tell you guys. So uveitis is inflammation of the middle layer of the eye called the uvea or uveal tract. It can cause eye pain and changes to your vision. Most cases get better with treatment, usually steroid medicine, but sometimes uveitis can lead to further eye problems such as glaucoma and cataracts. So at this point, we've gone to the hospital, they've told us that I have uveitis. And one thing I need to let you guys know is young people who usually have uveitis usually have it due to arthritis. So we've gone to the hospital, they've realized I don't have arthritis, so we've gone and we've had so many tests done because the doctors are like, we don't know what's causing this. And I'm like, girl, neither do I. So we're trying to figure it out, and basically still to this day we don't know what caused it. But yeah, so now the doctors have started giving me medication, so I was taking steroid eye drops at this point. So the thing about these steroid eye drops is a lot of medications have side effects, and I don't know why, but it seemed as if all the side effects fell upon my head. So at this point I'm taking the medication, but my eyes are just getting worse and worse and worse. So at this point, it's not so much the vision, but just my eyes were just really painful and itchy, and my eyes would be really, really red and really, really light sensitive. So at this point, they started giving me a new medication, which is called methotrexate. Now, this medication was a medication that I had to inject into myself. So basically, I would have to inject it into like my thigh, and I would have to do it during like on the weekend. after school because it made me so tired. So I would inject myself with this medication, and it caused like a lot of marks on my thighs. Like I hated this medication so much that I got to the point where I begged the hospital. I was like, look, can I just come to the hospital and get it done, because like I just hated having to inject it into myself, and the marks it was leaving on my legs. I just hated it. So yeah, I'd started taking this medication, and unfortunately it was doing niche for your girl. It wasn't doing nothing. It was not doing niche. But guess what? I was carrying all the side effects with me. I was carrying them. So at this point now, my sight is getting decreasingly worse. It's still not like too bad, but it's not great. It's not great, you know what I mean? It's not great. So then at this point I started getting surgery done. No, I started getting like medication injected directly into my eyes. So I told you before I was injecting the medication into my leg. So now, to try and decrease the inflammation, I was getting medication injected into my eyes. So guys, I just want you to imagine this, yeah? Or this is all they did. The hospital thought this was fine. All they do is put a couple of numbing drops into my eye, right? Then they put this thing that keeps your eye open. I don't know what it's called, but something to keep your eye open. And all I'm seeing is some long needle coming into my eye. And I'm thinking like, and they used to get annoyed at me because I would like, obviously it's reflex for you to close your eye if you see something going into your eye. So I'm like this because obviously I'm seeing some needle coming into my eye, and the doctor's getting upset. I'm thinking, big man, let's swap, let's change places and see if you can keep your eye shine your eye like you're expecting me to shine my eye. So yeah, that was one of the things I used to get. I used to get that like maybe every 3 months or something. So I started getting that done, and when I started getting that medication, I stopped injecting myself. No, I didn't stop injecting myself. They gave me a different medication to inject myself called Humira. It's called Humira, yeah. So then, you know, I was just injecting myself, you know, going about my day. Like my eyesight was getting worse, but not too significant, but yeah, it was getting worse. So now let's get to when one of the significant points of where my eyesight was, where I could say I lost my sight. So I remember this day like it was yesterday. So me, I go to bed because I knew the next day was my first G6 exam. I wake up, and the best way I can describe my eyesight was it was milky. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was milky. Like, all I was seeing was like whiteness. So I'm thinking, nah, this is probably from sleep. Like, big man, just rub your eyes. I rub my eyes. I'm like, huh? I open them, I'm still seeing milky. At this point, I'm very confused. Because one thing I need to tell you, like, my biggest fear was to just one day wake up and I could not see. And I'm thinking, it's happening. What am I gonna do? It's happening. And of all days, my first GCSE exam, here's me thinking I'm going to do A-star and I'm gonna go into medicine. And I'm thinking, my whole life is gone down the drain. What am I gonna do now? So I'm rubbing my eyes. At this point, I'm crying. I called my mom. I'm like, Mama, I can't see. Mama, in this corner, Mama. I'm rubbing my eyes, and she's like, what's wrong? What's going on? So I'm rubbing them. No change. I'm rubbing them. At this point, I'm like, I'm actually losing my mind. So I think my exam must have been in the afternoon or something. So at this point, I'm just like putting my eye drops in, and I'm just lying in my bed. So at this point, it's still milky, but it's a bit better, but milky. So I'm just like, my mom takes me to school and we speak to the school. And the thing is, I couldn't even get any adjustments, like someone to help me write my paper, because it was too late to apply for those adjustments. This literally happened on the day of my exam. So the most that they could do was enlarge my exam paper for me. So they've enlarged my paper, I've done my exam, And then at this point, me and my mom go to the A&E, and the A&E, and we've gone to the hospital, and the hospital have told us that the inflammation has gotten a lot worse. The uveitis has gotten a lot worse. This is what's causing it. So during the period of me writing my GCSEs, I would go in to write my GCSEs, and then I would go to the hospital after my exams to get an infusion of medication into my bloodstream to try and settle down the inflammation. And yeah, so basically that's how I lost my sight. So at this point, basically we had to go to, there's a charity called the Royal, what's it called? There's a charity for certain blindness, and then we had to go there so I could get registered as partially blind. So we went there and I got registered as partially blind, and that's when I was officially blind. So yeah, that's the story of how I lost my sight, really. I wasn't born blind, and what's causing it is a medical condition that we don't know what's causing it, which is really crazy to me. And yeah, that's really it. So I hope that gave you guys a bit of an understanding of my condition. I will do more stories and tell you guys a lot more of the journey. I just thought I should split it up because it's a lot, so I didn't want to give you guys too much, and then because I'm thinking, I don't know if people would want to sit down for like an hour listening to me yapping. So I thought I would split it up into pieces. So that's the first major point where my eyesight was significantly bad. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.